kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down.
56
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check 99, check 99. Kill.
Now with carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Give to the tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shoot.
Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
Back at the 32.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
49-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 78 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 27, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I don't think you got it, son. Kill. Hey, 57. You gotta go, baby.
Now it's Mahomes again. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Buying time to his left. 27 yards there, a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Switch.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
At the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 39 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And here's Edwards-Helaire. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Chiefs 21, Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Yeah, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Down at the 10-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mahomes.
Rolling to his right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Mahomes on target to Watkins for a KC first down.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks 38-yard line.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vincent Mayowa gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Returning it is Moore. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And
from the gun. Wilson. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Seahawks' 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Mike 53.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On first down, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson will throw again. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Second and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
14.
But, Charles, a one-score game down to the end.